Hello, good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. Today is Tuesday, the 8th of May. Okay, tomorrow will be a historic day because it's as a Malaysian, it's our big day to choose. It's election day. So will tomorrow be a history day for Malaysia? Okay, so anyways, as a Malaysian, recently I posted a note on the report from the Age Malaysia, saying that 50% of Malaysians, that is 15,595 Malaysians, are actually earning below 2,000 per month. Okay, so it was quite scary to see this report, as Malaysians, whether or not tomorrow which government will win. It's important for us, for you and me, to break through the income gap, because if in today's world, if you earn below 2,000, this car I've paid for it for 1,100. If I'm earning 2,000, it's very hard to afford this car, including all the petrol and all that. But the thing is, I started off having 300 per month. I remember my first salary, I get 100% everything. The first day I get my salary, that time I went back and I gave it to my mom. So when I gave it to her, I remember I can see the smile in her face. It still stays in my mind. Okay, so I want to urge everybody to make more. Okay, if you are wherever position you are, if you're Malaysian, whatever position, whatever money that you make, it doesn't mean that you have to stay there. Okay, but the thing is, you have to play it smarter. In the past, I remembered my first, even after working for Everise, working for this company for 3 or 4 years, my salary, the last salary that I took is about 600 plus. That's when I worked as a full-time, and then I having difficulty to actually double up or triple up my income, because I realized one thing for sure is during that moment I'm actually trading time for money. I mean to say, I'm paid according to the time that I spend with the company, with this supermarket Everest. Okay, so when you are trading time, you can only trade so much time, because everyone, whether you like it or not, the richest man on the planet, they have 24 hours. So the idea is not to trade your time to get the money, but if you can turn it around, after a while, after getting into personal development, I managed to see the things that, if I can trade value, which is unlimited, you can create so much value. You can you can help somebody to make a lot of money. Okay, to help a company to make money is to help them to bring in sales. Okay, if you can bring in a thing called sales, which can increase their revenue, you can help them to increase their revenue, then you'll be paid a commission. Okay, so with this idea actually bring me along very far. Okay, I've got into sales right after I worked for Everise, and then I got into sales, and I realized that I can actually triple up my income, four times my income. Okay, if I just help this company to sell something. Okay, so as of the last video I mentioned, I already 40x my income. 40x my income as of today, compared to the first salary that I got. So once I realized this, 400 times could be, 400x my income. It could happen compared to the first one. Okay, per month. Okay, we're talking about monthly income. Okay, so I urge everybody to continue. Remember to think big. Okay, you must first, number one is, to break through the 2,000 income is, number one, you must learn to think big. Okay, means say you want more. Okay, number two is you must have a mentor. Okay, you must have a mentor. If you want, to have my materials, and I can be your mentor. If but the thing is, you have to go to my page, Adrian Leong, the A&A Life, and you like my page, watch my videos, watch my technique on closing, watch my technique on presentation, and then so once you become more valuable, okay, then the marketplace will reward you. Okay, because you are you can bring sales, to people. So what businesses want is salespeople bringing in sales for them. The more sales you bring in for the company, the more money you can make. Okay, so number one is you have to want it. Okay, you have to believe in it. Okay, number two is sales. Okay, you can bring more sales to people. Okay, and number three is you have to make the commitment today. To put in the time and the effort to study this thing called self-development. Okay, continue to improve yourself. It's not a matter of how well other people is doing, but it's a matter of how well you can do. Okay, if you can do, how well you can improve yourself, improve your income. You have to do a self-awareness on last year how much do you make, this year how much do you want to make, where are you now compared to in the next 3 years, where do you want to go. You must be fully aware, because life is short. We do not have the assurance that tomorrow we can wake up. So make the most out of today. If today you can go get a sale, you can do a sale, then just go out and do a sale. Okay, and go out and do a sale. If you can do one, you can do two. You can do two, you can do three. Okay, so continue to think big. Break through. Don't be the 50% that stays there. Okay, everyone has to start somewhere, but you don't have to stay there. Okay, remember. So please think big. Okay, think big, and whatever happens tomorrow, we shall see. Okay, but in anything, whatever change, okay, you will still have to break through with your own hands. Okay, with your own hands, you will still have to break through that income gap. Okay, so think big.